All right, so we're diving into business plans today.
Ah, yes.
We're going deep with this one.
Love it.
We're looking at the 10th edition of How to Write a Business Plan by Mike McKeever.
Classic.
And this book has been around for over 25 years, helping entrepreneurs.
That's right. Yeah, it's been a go-to guide for so long for a reason.
Definitely for a reason. It's packed with insights.
Absolutely. And it's not just the technical stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It really gets into like the entrepreneurial mindset,
Yeah.
which is so important.
For sure. Like, we're going to talk about why you got to actually love your business idea for it to work.
Oh yeah, passion is key.
We're also going to figure out how to define the problem that your business solves. That's a big one.
Huge.
And we're even going to like decode the banker's ideal.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. The secrets to getting funding.
Exactly.
You know, entrepreneurs with a detailed financial forecast are 30% more likely to get funding.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a big advantage.
That's huge.
That's the kind of insight McKeever gives you.
Love it. Okay, so chapter 1, it jumps right into the benefits of having a business plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not all about getting a loan.
Right. Right. It's much bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's about clarity, like having a roadmap.
Okay.
Not just to show you the path, but like to see the roadblocks and maybe even some cool detours.
I like that. The detours.
Yeah, you know, opportunities.
Opportunities, yeah.
So a good business plan, that's what it does.
Okay.
Helps you make smarter decisions, avoid those common pitfalls.
Avoid the potholes.
Exactly. Potholes, roadblocks, all of that.
Yeah.
Ultimately to succeed, right?
And it's like you said, sometimes it might show you that your idea isn't actually that good.
It's true. Sometimes the best decision is not starting a business.
Yeah.
And the plan can help you see that early on.
And save yourself a lot of trouble down the road.
Totally. Save you time, money, heartache, everything.
Exactly. And chapter 1 also gets like personal about like, are you even right for this business?
You have to be honest with yourself. Yeah. Like about your strengths, weaknesses, goals.
Yeah, there are some cool exercises in the book for that.
Right.
Like a personal compatibility test for you and your business idea.
Exactly.
I like that.
Because passion matters. Your personality matters.
Right. Yeah.
It affects everything.
Like the book tells this funny story about a store clerk with a hangover.
Oh, I remember that one.
Like the point is your attitude, your energy, that affects your customers.
Think about it. You walk into a store. Who do you want to buy from?
Yeah.
Someone grumpy or someone who's excited?
Yeah, no brainer.
Totally.
So then we move into chapter 3 and we get into like the different types of businesses.
The categories, right?
Retail, wholesale, service, manufacturing.
Right.
Why is it so important to understand this for like your plan?
Because each type has its own like unique challenges,
Okay.
opportunities too.
Okay.
Like retail, it's totally different from manufacturing.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So tailoring your plan to your specific model is key.
Makes sense. And the book explains wholesaling so well. Right. Like they're the unsung heroes of the supply chain. Buying in bulk, selling to retailers.
Connecting producers and consumers.
Exactly.
It's all part of the economy.
And then chapter 3, we get into the problem statements.
That's where it gets real.
Yeah, this is where we figure out what problem your business solves.
For your customers, yeah.
Like what pain point are you addressing?
The why. It's all about the why.
The why. Yeah, McKeever uses this great pizza by the slice example.
Like a pizza stand.
Customers are hungry, they're short on time, tired of burgers.
And they want to customize their pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like detective work, right?
It is.
Uncovering those needs.
So what problem does your business solve?
That's the question.
That's the big question.
Think about it.
Okay, and then we get to chapter 2, the banker's ideal.
Ooh, the funding secrets.
This is the kind of person that banks love to give money to.
They're looking for, like, specific qualities.
Okay.
Like proven experience, good credit,
Okay.
a track record of success, you know.
So it's like a secret handshake for unlocking funding.
You could say that.
And even if you don't fit that perfectly right now, McKeever gives tips on how to, bridge the gap.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you measure up to the banker's ideal?
Something to think about.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about financial forecasting.
Chapters 3 and 6, right?
Yep. Sales revenue and break-even analysis.
The numbers, this is where it gets real.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
Right, it's not just dreaming big.
Yeah.
It's about the financial reality.
Luckily, McKeever gives us a spreadsheet tool to help.
Oh, that's so helpful.
Yeah. So what's like the main takeaway here?
Knowing how much you need to sell to cover your costs.
The break-even point.
Yes, exactly. That's the magic number.
It's like setting a target.
It is. How many baskets do you need to win the game?
Exactly. And the book uses Antoinette's dress shop as an example.
Antoinette, yeah, I love that example.
To show how these calculations work.
Great.
And for anyone who's not a finance expert,
Right.
the book explains terms like cost of goods sold and all that.
It does. McKeever makes it very clear.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be a financial whiz.
Okay, so now funding options.
Chapter 4, yeah.
Personal savings, loans, equity investments.
Understanding the pros and cons of each.
Yeah.
And, there's also alternative funding, like crowdfunding.
Right. The book touches on that briefly.
Yeah, it's a whole other world.
It is. It's worth exploring, for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, now crafting your story. Chapter 5. This is about convincing those investors.
Showing them you're the right person for the job.
Exactly. So we have the business accomplishment resume.
Highlighting your achievement.
Achievements, not just duties.
Right. Show them what you've done.
Yeah. The book has a great example, Jim Phillips' software sales resume.
Oh, Jim, yeah, he doesn't just say sold software.
Right.
He shows how he increased sales.
He quantifies it.
Exactly.
And then the personal financial statement.
Transparency is key here.
Yeah, it's like a financial health checkup.
Right. Honesty builds trust.
Even if your finances aren't perfect.
Exactly. Being upfront is important.
Yeah. And the book has detailed instructions for this statement.
It does. Very helpful.
Investors want to see that you're organized.
That you've got nothing to hide.
Exactly.
And remember, everyone has achievements.
Even if you haven't run your own business before.
Don't underestimate yourself.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Now, before we move on, let me ask you something.
Okay, I'm listening.
What part of this resonated with you the most so far?
Ooh, good question.
What surprised you? What are you excited to learn more about?
Lots to think about already.
It's amazing how McKeever, ties all these different pieces together.
Yeah.
Your personal goals, the market, finances, all into one story.
Yeah.
It shows how they all connect to make a successful business.
It's like a recipe.
It is a recipe for success.
You need all the right ingredients.
Right. In the right amounts.
And speaking of ingredients, let's go to the appendix.
Oh, yeah.
I loved the sample business plans.
Me too. Those are so helpful.
Especially the one for Central Personnel Agency.
What's interesting about that one is their focus.
Yeah.
They have a niche market helping women re-enter the workforce.
It's a great example of how, a specific target audience can be a strength.
For sure.
It's like they found a hidden treasure.
Yeah.
Virginia Wu, the owner, she uses her experience and connections to create a unique selling point.
And she partners with that Women's Resource Center.
Yeah, the South City Women's Resource Center.
To find great employees.
Talk about a win-win.
It is. It shows how important strategic alliances are.
Yeah.
Understanding what both sides need.
Totally. And Virginia's personal financial statement, wow.
Super detailed.
She even lists her credit card debt.
That's transparency.
It is. Honesty is key when you're looking for funding.
Oh, yeah. Investors want a real picture.
No sugarcoating.
Exactly. Hiding stuff just hurts your credibility.
Okay. Then we have Day International, Inc.
High-tech, cutting edge.
Yeah, they're developing that scrolling display technology.
The Kineto scroll. Pretty cool.
That plan shows how tricky intellectual property can be.
Right. They have that exclusive license for the patent.
But it comes with conditions, royalty payments.
It's a lot to navigate.
It is. Reminds you that innovation often comes with legal stuff.
Protecting your ideas, yeah.
Their financial projections.
Yeah.
Ambitious.
I say the least.
They're going for rapid growth.
Aim high.
Potentially a public stock offering later on.
High risk, high reward.
Exactly. That plan shows how much detail you need for venture capital.
You serious business.
All right, let's switch gears again.
Okay.
Remodeling for profit.
This one's all about project development.
Yeah, renovating a Victorian house.
Making it financially viable.
Right. Getting financing, estimating costs.
Figure out the selling price.
I loved how they break down those bids from subcontractors.
Plumbing, electrical, roofing.
It shows how important it is to do your research.
Due diligence. Get everything in writing.
Absolutely. Thorough planning is key for a project like that.
Now, we've talked a lot about, the theory.
Yeah.
But let's connect this back to you, the listener.
Good point. Why should you care about all this?
Whether you're starting a business, expanding one, or even just a side hustle.
A business plan can help you.
It's your secret weapon.
It's more than just a document. It's a process.
Right. Clarifying your goals.
Understanding your market.
Anticipating challenges.
It's like a roadmap to guide you.
Keeps you focused.
Helps you get funding.
You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint.
Exactly. A good plan helps you avoid mistakes.
Maximize your chances of success.
Build a business that lasts.
And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
Yeah. Chapter 12 has a ton of resources.
Consultants, mentors.
Small business administration.
Online communities, even other books.
Build your network.
Yeah, connect with people.
Building a business, it's a journey.
It is a marathon, not a sprint.
Love that. And in addition to those resources,
there are other tools you can use.
like the business model canvas,
Yes, that visual template.
mapping out all the parts of your business.
Value proposition, customers, channels.
It's like a mind map for your business.
It is great for brainstorming.
And then there's the lean startup methodology,
Testing your ideas quickly.
getting feedback and adjusting.
Like a test drive for your business.
Launch small, gather data, make changes.
Exactly. Minimize risk, maximize learning.
And networking is so important.
It is. Connect with other entrepreneurs.
Mentors, industry experts.
Build your personal board of advisors.
Go to events, join communities, reach out to people.
You'll be surprised how helpful people can be.
Okay, let's talk about mistakes people make with business plans.
Oh yeah, there are some common ones.
Being too vague is a big one.
Right. Your plan should be specific.
To your business, your market, your value.
Don't use jargon. Be clear and concise.
Another mistake is skipping market research.
Oh, that's a big one.
I gotta understand your customers.
Their needs, their motivations, the competition.
Don't just assume people want what you're selling.
Prove it with data and analysis.
And don't forget those financial projections.
Investors want to see the numbers
Make sure they're detailed, credible.
based on your research and strategy.
And remember, your plan is a living document.
It's not set in stone.
You revisit it, revise it as you go.
Things change, you learn new things.
Flexibility is key.
Absolutely. Adapt as you go.
So before we move on, I have a challenge for you.
Okay, bring it on.
We talked about traditional planning,
Right.
but what about innovation, disruption?
Things are changing so fast.
How can entrepreneurs keep up?
How can you adapt your plan as the world changes?
That's a great question to think about.
It is a crucial one for any entrepreneur.
So in this part, we looked at some examples.
For the appendix.
We talked about mistakes and resources.
And in the final part,
We'll focus on putting it all into action,
creating your own plan.
making those dreams a reality.
Stay tuned, we're just getting started.
Welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into business plans.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have from the why to the how.
Now it's time to actually do something.
Turn knowledge into action.
Exactly. Think of this as your launch pad.
I like that.
We can give you the tool.
To build your own plan.
Let's go back to that key question from chapter 3.
Okay.
What problem does your business solve?
Yeah, that's important.
That's your foundation.
Guiding star.
McKeever really stresses this.
He does.
You got to address a real need.
If you want to succeed.
So take some time.
Yeah.
Really figure out your problem statement.
Okay.
Who are your customers? What are their pain points?
How are you the solution?
Once you have that why figured out,
Okay.
you can move on to your business model.
Right. And remember that business model canvas.
Oh yeah, that visual template.
Super helpful for this part.
It is. You can map out everything.
All the key parts of your business.
Value, customers, channels, revenue.
Like putting together a puzzle.
It is. How do all these pieces fit together?
To make a profitable business.
And don't be afraid to experiment.
Try things out.
The lean startup method.
Testing your ideas, getting feedback, making changes.
It's like a test drive.
Before you go all in.
Start small, launch, gather data, pivot if you need to.
Okay, now let's talk financials.
The numbers, this is where some people get scared.
It can be daunting, but the book helps.
Start with your sales revenue.
How much will you sell?
In the first year, second year, and so on.
Look at industry benchmarks.
Competitor data, customer surveys.
Be realistic.
Don't get carried away with optimism.
Once you have revenue,
Then you look at costs.
just break it down.
Fixed costs, variable costs.
Rent, utilities, cost of goods.
Marketing, salaries, taxes.
Don't forget taxes.
They can get you.
Yeah, make sure your projections are based on data.
Not just guesses.
Use research and analysis,
And once you have all that,
revenue and costs,
you can create your forecasts
profit and loss.
and cash flow
Those are important.
for you and for investors.
They show you understand the money side.
And as you're doing all this,
Don't forget the story.
your story,
Yeah, the business accomplishment resume.
the personal financial statement,
Show your experience.
your skills, your financial smarts,
Build trust with investors.
show them you're the right leader.
Keep your plan clear and concise.
Easy to read,
Avoid jargon.
use visuals, tell a good story,
Make it engaging.
like a presentation.
Get people excited.
And remember, writing a plan isn't just about checking boxes.
It's not just about getting funding
It's a journey,
of self-discovery.
entrepreneurial growth.
I like that.
It's about your vision,
Challenging yourself.
unlocking your potential.
So powerful.
Embrace the process.
Be bold.
Be creative.
Believe in yourself.
You can do it.
We hope this deep dive has helped you.
Giving you the knowledge and the tools
And the inspiration.
to start building your own plan.
The world is full of possibilities.
With a good plan and the right mindset,
anything is possible.
go make it happen.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been fun.